In this video, we'll talk about how to find the area of a circle given the circumference. So the area of a circle is calculated as pi r squared, where r is the radius, and the circumference is the distance around the circle. That's calculated as the diameter times pi. So remember, the diameter is the distance across the circle through the center. But it helps if we can write it in terms of radius. So remember, radius is the distance from the center of the circle to the edge. So here's the radius. And here's another radius. So what we can recognize is that the diameter is just 2 times the radius. So actually what we can write is 2 times the radius times pi is equal to the circumference. Now we're just going to solve this equation right here for the radius, because once we know the radius, we can just plug that into this second equation to figure out the area. So to solve for the radius, we just need to divide by 2 pi. So we'll divide this side by 2 pi. And divide this side by 2 pi. So what we can say is the radius is equal to the circumference divided by 2 pi. Okay, so let's check out an example. Let's say we're told that the circumference of a circle is equal to 10 meters. How can we figure out the area? Well, first let's figure out what the radius is. So remember, we said the radius is the circumference divided by 2 pi. So let's write that. Let's say the radius is equal to the circumference, we're told is 10, divided by 2 pi. So if you punch this into a calculator, you'll get roughly 1.5915. By the way, remember pi is just some number, 3.14159, and on and on and on. So that's how we get 1.5915. So the last step to find the area is we're just going to plug in this radius value into this area equation right here. So we'll say the area is equal to pi times 1.5915 squared. And when you punch that into a calculator, you get roughly 7.957. And don't forget the units, meters. And we're working with area, so it's meters squared. So here's our final answer. Given the circumference is 10 meters, we found that the area is about 7.957 meters squared.